But today, what makes Bulgaria interesting for the German business?
Well, actually, as you said, there's long-standing trade relations. There is a very, very active and big Bulgarian-German Chamber of Industry and Commerce with over, I think, nearly 600 members. And we have a trade volume of that surpassed 12 billion last year. And I do hope it's going to grow this year. So, and Bulgaria actually does have a trade surplus in exchange with Germany. So I think these are very good indicators that everything is going to move forward and grow.
So in this context, in which sphere do you think that our bilateral relations could be developed further in the future?
Well, I think very promising is the development of the IT sector. But one of the biggest German businesses in Bulgaria, that's Aurubis, who is incidentally also Bulgaria's biggest corporate taxpayer, I believe. They are in copper, so I do see quite a wealth of possibilities. And given the high IT standard in this country, I think there's really a lot of possibilities. Automotive, car parts.
I would like to ask you very important questions about a topic that is very popular in the last 2 to 3 months, I would say. 10 days ago, there was a statement by the President of Republika Srpska, Milorad. He said very strange things. He called Christian Schmidt, the special representative, a Nazi pig. That was his words. So, what will be the response of Germany to his words, his statement, and do you think that Berlin can do something to improve the situation?
Well, let me put this in the context of the Balkans, especially of the Western Balkans. In general, well, I'm not going to react to swear words like that. I think also Christian Schmidt is a little bit above that. That falls back on people who use this kind of language. I think a European perspective for the Western Balkans is a very important one, both for the European Union, but especially also for the Western Balkan countries. And I think basically we could be on a good way. Of course, it is up to the people of the respective countries to decide how they want to go. But I do believe that membership in the European Union is not only a very good framework for economical development, but it is also a political project. The European Union is a peace project, and I think given the geopolitical situation all around the European Union right now, I think we really need to believe in this project and work for it. And Germany is, I think, at the side of all those who want to join the European Union, provided they fulfill the criteria. And I think the most important for us is rule of law. That is non-negotiable. Everything else, I think we will work it out.
So recently in Tirana there was a meeting the countries of the Berlin process.
Yes.
Very important political development which started a few years ago by the German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, and your foreign minister, Annalena Baerbock,
yes,
she said that, how can I say that, the attack, you know about the attack in the village of Banska from a Serbian armed group, her words were that, this attack was insidious.
Yes.
It was very dangerous for the whole region. So in this context, what is your statement of the involvement of Belgrade and Serbia in this attack?
Well, actually, you know what? I think you're maybe not asking the right person. There is very competent colleagues and also colleagues from these countries who are in a better position to give you interesting insights. My focus is Bulgaria and Bulgarian-German relations, and I think I'm more competent to answer questions on this point.
Just one question.
Yes.
There is some countries in the Western Balkans. I hope that you will answer that. Will the West make the mistakes of the 90s again? Is it possible?
Sorry, what do you mean with mistakes of the 90s?
There was a lot of conflicts.
Yeah,
For example, the Yugoslav wars.
yeah,
And
yeah.
in some parts, Serbian extremism. What's your opinion? Is it possible that
Well,
those
quite generally, I think there's a problem that's catching up with us. I'll call it frozen conflicts. That is, conflicts between groups, between countries, between ethnic groups that have been allowed to fester. And I think there's many wake-up calls for us now. We really need to work on this and understand that Europe, that is a family, it is a political project, it is an integration project, and everybody is going to be better integrating into this project. I have really no tolerance with people who want to go back to an imaginary, glorious past that actually never existed. They use force, they use demagogy, they use disinformation, and they manage to have their way. And actually I'm losing patience with this kind of politics, of retrograde, nationalist, violent politics. And I think we should actually take a very clear stance here as members of the European Union.
So last question, but not the least important. Do you think that the same applies to the process of adoption of constitutional amendments in the Republic of North Macedonia? Because the process is very slow and the European integration is slowing down, of course, the whole region.
Well, here again, maybe you might want to ask my German colleague in Skopje, Petra Drexler, who's a very engaged ambassador, because I think she's better placed to speak for North Macedonia. I obviously believe it would be an advantage for North Macedonia to be able to join the European Union, but they have to do homework. They have to stick to the agreements. On the other hand, I think Bulgaria is very well advised, and I am witnessing the efforts of the current government to keep a friendly tone, to stick to the actual issues and not to engage in this emotional re-retching of the past. I'm not a believer. I think we really need to look to the future, and I think close neighbors like Bulgaria and North Macedonia, I think it would be to everybody's advantage to go on. I do believe that North Macedonia needs to keep to its engagements and do what they said they would do, but I also think that Bulgaria is right in having a friendly approach. And the government is doing that, and I totally stand behind that.